If you're a leader, I don't want you to miss this story right here. There was this point in my career where I almost got taken out. It was the biggest slump I'd ever experienced, but through grit and the grace of leaders around me, I actually stepped into what would become a major comeback role, which was high risk, high pressure, everything riding on my career. But here's the thing, not long after we made a big move, my wife Laura, she got pregnant with my youngest son. And around 8 months into that pregnancy, she started having trouble breathing. So I took her to the emergency room. And I'll never forget how that emergency room doctor approached me with, he had like watery eyes. And he said that she has these pulmonary embolisms, which are blood clots in her lungs. I didn't know the severity of this at the time, but he explained it. And, they admitted her immediately. So over the next several weeks, the question wasn't really the treatment. It was just, how are we going to save her, deliver our son, and not lose one or both? And at one point, I told the doctor, don't soften this. Just tell me the truth. Are we at real risk here? And he said, yes. In fact, we're having roundtable discussions about her between Tampa General Hospital and Florida Hospital. And, it was like the severity was definitely there. And, that led to the most surreal conversation that I've ever had in my life. And that was a discussion about who we're going to try and save if it came down to it, my wife or my unborn son. And here's what never crossed my mind in that period was that what my life would look like financially without my wife. Not because we didn't care, that we didn't think about that before, but because we just always assumed that I would find a way. I always had, everything was riding on my career, my ability to keep going, things like that. And we even had a financial advisor at that time, but no one was really helping us put the right systems or tools in place if life didn't go according to plan. And that experience changed how I think about responsibility. Most people know deep down that some systems aren't in place, and that's okay. But what's not okay is ignoring it, because it feels stressful or inconvenient. At some point, you have to stop assuming resilience will replace preparation and have the systems put in place for your family, for your future and your livelihood, because life, it's just not going to wait for you to be ready.